When I first began my meditation practice, it was really hard for me to drop into that still meditative state that we're seeking from a meditation practice. My mind was really busy all the time and I had a hard time shutting it off. But as my practice grew, I discovered that if I did a breathwork practice before my meditation, it made it so much more easy for me to drop into that meditative state and experience existing in pure awareness. In this episode today, I'm going to teach you a variation of Dirga breath or 3-part breathing, and then guide you through a breathwork meditation practice so that you can experience how doing breathwork before your meditation can make it so much more easy for you to drop into that meditative state. Hi everyone, I'm Dirga. I am the creator of A Life Aligned, and I help people get out of anxiety and overwhelm so that they can heal and transform their lives. And if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm gonna ask you again at the end, but just go ahead and do it now. And of course, make sure that your calendar is cleared for the next 15 minutes or so that you can bliss out with me and stay till the end of this video. We'll begin our meditation by first finding a comfortable seat, making sure that your tail feels supported and that you feel comfortable. And as always, whenever we breathe or are doing a breathwork practice, we want to be breathing in and out through our nose. Dirga breath, or 3-part breathing, is a practice of bringing our awareness to 3 different sections of the lungs. For today's meditation, we're going to first focus on the front of the lungs, the sides of the lungs, and then the back of the lungs. There are lots of variations on Dirga breath, and this is just one of them. And for our breathwork meditation today, first we'll do just a very light body scan, and then I will guide you through your breathwork meditation practice. And I'll leave just a couple of minutes at the end, so you'll really be able to experience how much more easily you can drop into that meditative state by doing breathwork before meditation. And listen for the bell, and we will begin our practice. I invite you to gently close your eyes if that feels comfortable and safe for you now. And just take about 3 breaths, letting your body settle into this moment, into your seat. And just take a few breaths to allow the mind to catch up to what we're doing here. So breathing in and out through the nose for 3 breaths. And to further help us prepare for our breath work and meditation today, we'll briefly scan the body and allow all the parts to arrive into this present moment, beginning with the top of our head. So bring your awareness to the top of your head. Maybe you can release the top of the scalp and just notice gravity pulling down from the top of the scalp. And letting your eyes and your brows be soft. Letting go of your jaw, cheeks, lips, ears. And then letting the neck soften. So you can release the sides of your neck, the back of the neck, maybe even your throat in the front. Releasing the tops of the shoulders, and the shoulder blades slide down the back body, resting on your back. And the arms flow down like rivers, releasing the upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, hands, and fingertips. And notice your lung space that fills the entire rib barrel. So just noticing if you want to touch yourself and feel where your ribs are, you're always welcome to do that. Sense your belly, breathing in and breathing out. And feel your pelvis heavy and weighted towards the earth. And the tail of your spine supported and sprouting this beautiful torso. Releasing the upper thighs, knees, lower legs, ankles, tops and bottoms of the feet and the toes. And then just taking about 3 breaths to notice the whole body as one complete unit, absolutely nothing missing. Breathing in and out through the nose. We first observe if the breath is long or short. Is the breath shallow or deep? Without judgment, just simply observing the way that we are breathing. Maybe noticing the temperature of the air as you breathe in through your nose. And noticing the temperature of the air as you exhale through your nose. And then notice the front sheath of your lungs. So noticing the whole front side, from the bottom of the ribs to the top of the clavicle. And we'll take about 5 breaths into the front of our lungs. So as you breathe in, you'll notice the front of the lungs expanding and gathering, the chest rising and falling, sending the breath and the awareness to the front of the lungs. And if you want to touch your chest or the front of the lungs, just to feel that expansion and that gathering, this is your practice, so do what feels good and right for you. One more breath. And now we'll take between 5 and 7 breaths, focusing on the sides of our lungs. So notice the ribs widen as you inhale, and then gather home towards the spine and the heart as you exhale. In and out through the nose, breathing in and breathing out. touching the side ribs if that feels good for you. And maybe lengthening the inhale and the exhale, or seeing if you can make the inhale even with the exhale. About one more breath. Beautiful. And then noticing the back side of the lungs from the tops of the shoulder blades all the way down to the bottom of the ribs. And if you want to reach back there to feel your back ribs expanding and pushing away as you inhale, and coming back home towards the front as you exhale. In and out through the nose, taking 5 to 7 breaths into the back of the lungs. And then when you feel ready, you can release awareness of the breath and then just begin letting the body breathe itself naturally. And you might bring your focus to the third eye or the heart. And we'll just sit for a minute or two and rest in this space and just observe the effects of our practice. If you want to stay in this meditative state longer, you can pause this video and just continue dwelling here. Otherwise, soak up these last few moments of resting in this awareness. And listening for the bell to complete your practice. May all bodies, hearts, and minds be free. Beautiful job, yogis. Thank you so much for doing this important self-care practice. And with that said, please do remember that this is practice. So if you didn't reach whatever meditative state you feel like you're working towards, that's okay. Everything ebbs and flows, and our progression is not a linear situation. So just stick with it, and I promise you'll get there. I also want to do a little check-in with you. Let me know in the comments below how this was for you. What usually stops you from your meditation practice or from dropping into that meditative state? And I'm really curious if you felt like doing the breathwork practice before the meditation helped you a little bit better to clear your mind for the meditation. Your comments are going to help me serve better. So thank you. I appreciate it. And of course, if you enjoyed this practice and haven't subscribed already, I would love to have you join in this community. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and please leave me a comment so that I can better be of service. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you for my next episode.